As you may know, we got recently and sneak peek to what may be the 3 billion visits Bossfight update. In today's video, I'll theorize about 2 things where would the most important SB dimensions be placed in the scale, and we will theorize what's inside Evil Barzil. Now grab your popcorn and enjoy the video. As we can see, this is the slap battles dimensions and their chaos meter. We can see that SB and Senior Islands are in the terrestrial plane, which refers to the Earth. The Senior Island is maybe in an ocean on Earth, and the Slap Battles Island is on the sky of the Earth. So knowing these islands are on Earth, we could have a possible location of the guide Bossfight cave. This cave may take place on a random cave on Earth, as we know the Slap Royal Island is on an ocean on Earth. And this cave may be close to the Slap Royal cave, but we know Terry comes from a door when we press a lever. What if Terry's cave is located in the guide cave? This makes sense, as the ambience in these 2 places are very similar. For example, the torches are the same. This explains where does Terry come from. He's actually escaping from this maze to hunt us in the hallway of the guide Bossfight. So when a run user catches you, you will be taken to a maze in the guide Bossfight. Now the Kraken Abyss could be located above the null zone in the subplane as we go down, when getting slapped by a fish user. Basically, the happy and colorful dimensions could be on the terrestrial plane or above, and the dark and sad dimensions could be located on the subplane or more down. Now that we discussed about the situation of the dimensions, let's theorize about our main topic, Evil Barzil. Unlike Barzil, Evil Barzil is more stable than Barzil. Instead of messing with reality, Evil Barzil corrupts it and brings the evil in it. If we take a look at the chaos meter, we can see that Evil Barzil is the most chaotic dimension known to man. There's a portal between Evil Barzil and Barzil, and travel from Barzil to this evil version is not dangerous, as positive chaos and negative chaos cancel each other out. So if a player is in Barzil, which is engulfed with positive chaos, they'll have a bit of that positive energy. However, Evil Barzil contains negative chaos, which makes the player have negative energy. Knowing this, we can assume that crossing this portal to enter Evil Barzil is a good choice, which I guess it is. But this leaves us to the question, what will we find in Evil Barzil? Well, we know that, and I'm about to tell you. Tencel replied to a comment asking about it being a boss fight, and he mentioned this message. It's pretty much confirming it as having a keen sense of smell means that you smell stuff well. But what boss will we fight? Candidate 1, Mortis. He's probably the leader of Evil Barzil, and maybe Evil Barzil is his secret hideout, waiting for us to discover his secret and having to fight him. Mortis has tried to kill the player with traps, so he is not a good guy. However, I don't think he's the final boss of Evil Barzil, as he doesn't seem interested in this one, nor like it seems he's afraid of it. Mortis and probably some Barzilians have explored Barzil before and realizing it needs to be destroyed. In Barzil, we can see a consequence of exploring Evil Barzil. As we can see in the Barzil image, there are meteors in the sky, and next to the Evil Barzil portal we can find a meteor. This suggests that Mortis explored Evil Barzil, and in one of his explorations he escaped almost about being hit by a meteor which escaped into Barzil. That's why Mortis decided to lock away Evil Barzil and adding security against the portal. The boss could be a new character, but I don't think that is. Candidate 2, PIM. You see in the Cosmology image we can't see the elude maze anywhere. And surprise, the elude maze isn't even named elude maze, but it's named. And we can get that the further you fall from above the dimensions, I mean from subplane to more down, the dimensions get creepier. Knowing that the elude maze has no known maze, I had the crazy theory that the elude maze is located in Evil Barzil, meaning we have been there before, but we had seen only that small part of it, which is the elude maze. And if the elude maze is in Evil Barzil, then PIM's located here. But I have more proof as to why this could be true. Before Guide released, there was a poll to decide the boss fight. PIM won, but the poll was redone because Tencel added in the poll that PIM was his favorite. So Guide won the redone poll. Now since PIM's a Tencel favorite character, it makes sense he finally gets his boss fight. But there's more hints the devs released to the PIM boss fight. Potato Lord, who is in the guide Bossfight, was teased a few days ago before the guide Bossfight released. He has a Roblox account with a game on it. On this game, we could get to the conclusion he was gonna be in the future, but this Potato Lord game could have wanted to show us the future far away from Guide Boss. Back then we explored the game until we found this. Inside this Pototolid game there's this note. The game was later updated boarding the PIM cave, and there's now a torch next to the note. In the Abad Dream facility we can find another PIM note. In the new Slap Battles update, this PIM note takes us to Slenderman's lair. The elude maze kinda looks like a place in evil Basel. In this image we see a rocky path, trees and tree branches. And the ambience kinda looks like the elude maze, but high quality. Only that the elude maze is darker, and as we saw, the further you go down the creepier the dimensions get, and elude maze is kinda creepy, not gonna lie. So PIM could have a creepier looking form as in the elude maze. There is a picture with more forms of him. In the boss fight he could get a whole body and his head. Also, do you remember PIM in the nightmare glove? PIM and every effect of this glove is a hallucination, as we are in a nightmare, which means that PIM is fake and just a hallucination. The real one is still in the elude maze, which is in Basel. But have you wondered who are those guys that appear in this glove? You know how in Basel there's inhabitants. Well, could these guys be the inhabitants of evil Basel? So remember, the further you go down the creepier the dimension is. Theory we did, so it makes sense if they are evil Basel inhabitants. They are creepy and appear with PIM as a hallucination in this glove, which means that Nightmare Glove gives evil Basel hallucinations to the player. With all that being known, let's see what we will need to do to beat the PIM boss fight. I think in Basel we will need to unlock the Basel portal somehow, but Mortis will chase us and try to kill us to stop us from unlocking evil Basel. When we enter evil Basel, we will have to walk to where PIM resides while avoiding all sort of stuff along the way, including Basel inhabitants, which are the guys from the Nightmare Glove. Then we will find PIM, and when we are done with him, Basel will be secured from evil Basel. But evil Basel is just the start, as I guess we will go through the center of the universe, a place of absolute order and perfection, but it will be in risk of throwing everything off balance and breaking everything if someone's close to it. That was all I got for you today. Remember, this is just a theory, a very slap theory. See you all in the next one. Bye.